Sherry, you were raped at age 8, pregnant at 9, and forced to marry at 11.
Yes.
A man that was twice your age. You hear the gasps in here. How did this happen?
This happened because I wasn't protected as a child. And my mother didn't protect me. I was the only child that she had. And so I was around predators at the church. And the deacon is the one that I got pregnant from, but I also was raped by the bishop and then by my mom's husband. And then I got pregnant at 9 by the deacon of the church.
People are wondering, how is this possible that none of these people were put behind bars? No one went to jail.
No one went to jail. Even to this day, no one has ever went to jail.
The scars you must live with.
Yes. The handcuffs was put on me instead of him.
Where were you living at the time?
I was living in Tampa, Florida, and I was living adjacent to the church that we attended.
Was this in their sick minds justified through religion? What was, you know, with FRAIDY, she was a part of a group of people who associated this with their faith. What was?
I believe I was just a sacrifice in the church. I don't know anything about the religion having anything to actually really do with it, but I think my mother sacrificed me for that time.
You were a baby. How do you ask the question, Mom, why are you doing this? But were you ever able to ask her?
I never was able to ask the question, but when I told her what the bishop did to me, she told me that wasn't true. And she even told the church, don't listen to my daughter because she's lying. And she's lying, and she lied on the bishop, so don't listen to her. And then for her husband, she blamed me and said I was the reason he did what he did.
Ashely, you were 11?
I was 15.
15. Again, people are asking, how does this happen in our backyards? I know it's flipped for folks to think, okay, this is a rural thing. This is everywhere. What happened to you?
I was pregnant, and my family thought that it would be statutory rape, and I didn't want my child's father to be in jail. I wanted him to grow up with a father, so I got married to him.
So you went to your parents and asked them, or they said to you?
I was raised by my aunt and my uncle, and it was their decision for me
Your
to get
guardians?
married. Yes.
And it was their decision that this was what you had to do?
Yes. They just said, if you don't want him in jail, then you need to get married, or he's going to grow up without a father.
What happened on your wedding day?
The day that I got married, my aunt got on my school bus and she said, you're going to get married today. And we went to the courthouse, we got a marriage license. Then we went to this pastor's house, and he was marrying us. And at the part where I was supposed to say I do, I said I guess. I didn't realize how big of a commitment that I was making at the time.
How long were you in that marriage?
I got married in 2009, and I didn't get divorced until May of this year, so 10 years.
How were you able to break free?
It was just financial. Like I have other children now, and I couldn't afford a divorce. All my money went towards my kids, and I was finally able to save up, and I was able to get out of it.
FRAIDY, again, understanding the law here, if kids are truant now, you don't show up at school, someone looks for that child. In this case, these are churches who are aware of this, allegedly. There are guardians who... People want to know, why aren't folks going to jail for this? Especially as blatant. If someone is pregnant at 9, that means someone impregnated a child. Why isn't there an investigation? Why isn't someone behind bars?
The shocking truth is that child marriage is legal in most of the United States. And when I first started doing this, child marriage or marriage before the age of 18 was legal in all 50 U.S. states, and more than half of the states did not specify any minimum age for marriage. At this point, we at Unchained at Last have helped to change the laws in New Jersey and in Delaware. But there are 48 states that still allow children to marry, and it is legal, it is not a crime, and in many cases, what it's being used for is to cover up rape, forcible or statutory rape.